Hello everyone, I'm Joanna. Christian Corner is my channel. Would you believe this is the first video on this new channel? Yes. My channel is for Christians to hang out. This is our corner. And I wanted the first story on the block to be about one of my favorite stories in the Bible. And I choose, speaking of Bible, I choose the King James Version. No special reason. I can read it and I can understand it. And would you believe that earlier today, now I'm not one to give Satan no glory or prompts or anything like that, but we all know that the spirit of darkness, rulers of the air, let me tell y'all what happened before I get into this. So just hold it right there. I did a video, and the whole video, you guys. Well, first, let's get into practice with my new channel, okay? You press the like button when you come on. Share it, share it somewhere. And subscribe. That's the most important thing, is to subscribe and let us get the word out, or let us hang together and be together, But here we go. I had done a video. I was ready, but the thing of it was, new channel, and it was the same way I did the old channel. Wrong. I was in the wrong house. I was in the wrong way, wrong house, wrong way. And I felt like after I deleted everything, it was nice. It was all, the machine wouldn't pick it up. It was just like it was coming from the pits of hell. It was joining in with another channel. It was awful. And on top of that, I had it premiered, where it could come on after I relaxed and everything, and I could hear the first video on the new channel. It didn't go like that. So after I sat down and I had a little talk with the Lord, and I thought about why it did that. Let me tell you this. This is real. I have a personal relationship with the Lord. And that should have been a personal relationship with you in the Christian Corner. I should have started my new channel with my sisters and brothers, relaxed, where we could get together here in the Christian Corner. Okay. Now, it comes from the book of Genesis. Jacob and Joseph. Remember that? Okay. Genesis, it starts in 37, chapter 37. Well, now Jacob had 2 wives. The second wife he married, he loved her very much. He loved her very much, and he was not shy in saying that he loved her. That was really his favorite. And he would say it in front of the children. He had 12 children, I think it was 12. And he would say it, how much he loved his second wife, and he had 2 children by her. He had Joseph, and then later he had Joseph. Then he had, wait a minute now, what is his name? And you'll know it sometimes my mind just slipped like that. Benjamin. See? Yes. Um, when I start going live, I might go live every now and then. When I have a senior moment like that, put in the comment, help me out, you guys. Okay, but I know the story, laying all jokes aside. It's Benjamin, the brother Benjamin. Okay, now, we thinking all the time the moral of the story. Now, this is how I was taught. The moral of the story was Joseph was young and he was blessed by God. And I'm thinking, I never did ask why. I just read, why was he blessed? Maybe because he was a dreamer. I couldn't figure out that part, but let me just get on to this. Now, like I say, Jacob was chosen himself. Jacob, he was a covenant. It was Jacob's covenant. Joseph was the son of Jacob. But land and seed, them two things were covenants. Joseph was Jacob's son. He was a part of a covenant. Now here I go with this. 3 sets of dreams Joseph had. There's 3 sets of dreams. The first set of dreams, okay, the brothers all out there working in the fields, the Hebrews in Canon, and they working in the fields and everything, and the daddy had told Joseph to go out there and see what their brother was doing and help him out, I guess. So he went out there, and when he got out there, he was sharing with his brother about a dream he had. Okay? He told him, he said that he had dreamed that the sheep was standing on, I say like standing on 2 feet upward. And then some was bound down. So the older brothers, they despised him. Number one, because the daddy loved him so much, and also the daddy loved his mother. See, he loved their mama, I mean, with every fiber of his body. And so Joseph was about 17 years old, and he dreamed that. So the brothers say, "Oh, what you trying to tell me? That one day I'm gonna bow down to you, So they went on at it like that. They really did hate Joseph, and so Joseph and Benjamin was gotten by, like I say, his second wife, and later on down, that was Joseph and Benjamin. And so they hated him so much to what they did. Okay, Joseph had gotten him a robe, made him a beautiful robe, got him a nice robe. Jacob, his dad, had gotten him a beautiful robe. And what they did, they had planned to kill him, but they didn't kill him. They sold him into slavery. But they threw him in a, I say it was something like a whale. But they didn't, the men came around and he sold them into slavery. And guess it was the Egyptians? Yeah. Wherever they were, he sold them to the men to slavery. And but what they did was, before they went back home, they took his robe off and ripped it up ripped this robe, ripped it up, and killed those, slaughtered something, and put blood all over the robe. And then they went back home to the daddy and lied after they sold their brother to slavery, and told his brother, Lord have mercy, they went home without Joseph. Can you imagine the heart of that man was Joseph, his son Joseph, and with a bloody robe. And the daddy said, looked at the robe, examined the robe. Oh, Lord, that is my son. Oh, he wanted to die. And they was telling their daddy, they was trying to console him and everything. He said, just let me just like grieve myself to death. I want to just die. Well, I felt like that with my son. But anyway, moving along, that's how he wanted to die. Jacob wanted to die because of his son Joseph. And then Joseph was the Bible said he was a handsome man, a young man. He was 17. So after they got to the slavery, they put him in the jail. And so now the second part of the dream, oh yeah, remember they went home to the dad and told the dad, he always dreaming and stuff, and they told the dad the dream he had, and I guess he must have told Joseph, you going a little far, making your brothers mad or something. Dad's trying to iron things out, but it was too late. They was plotting on him. But anyway, they got rid of it, and they brought home the bloody robe, and the daddy just lost it. And so finally Joseph got to Egypt, and he was put in prison. And when he was in prison, he had another set of dreams, because the people that he was in prison for, they were like cup carriers and stuff like that to Pharaoh. And like ushers or something like that, I guess you would have. But anyway, they were like cup bearers. So they would bring the golden cups and stuff to Pharaoh. And that was their job. So they must have messed up. So they was in prison. And then they had a dream. They had a dream, and so they asked Joseph, was listening to the dream, and he interpreted the dreams for both of the men. One of them, it didn't turn out right, because he told them that he was going to die. He did. But one of them, he told that he was going to get his job back and all that kind of stuff. And he worked out, but he told him, he said, now look, when you get your job back and you get going good now, look out for me, okay? And so he said, yeah, and everything like that. So anyway, Joseph, later on, the man did go to, was free and everything, just like Joseph told him. And he was supposed to look out for Joseph. He did not. Joseph was still in jail. But anyway, then Pharaoh, that's the third set of dreams. Pharaoh had this dream about the 7 this and the 7 that and the dying this and the old ugly this. And so he interpreted the dream as to be 7 years of famine on the land. And but wait a minute, before that, he just kept on worrying about this dream, Pharaoh was. So the man that was in jail with Joseph told Pharaoh, say, I know this man I was in jail with. He, told me, interpreted the dream, and it came out to be just like he said. So Pharaoh say, go to the jail and get this man. So I think even the man even said that, he had God in him and all that too. He was a godly man and stuff. Because Joseph did tell the man, say, this not me, this like the God in me. And he went on, and he told Pharaoh, oh, I know somebody in jail. This man in jail that he told the dream. He interpreted the dream, and it came out true. I got my job back. He probably said that, because he was supposed to get his job back and help out Joseph, but he didn't. But anyway, Pharaoh said, well, go get him. And so he went. And Pharaoh told him the dream, bit by bit. Then Joseph said, he said, it's going to be a great famine on the land for 7 years. So he interpreted, said, for real. And so he told that Joseph that you are, like a godly man. But let me tell you this here. He wasn't talking about God. Pharaoh was a pagan. And he was God for us. He was concerned. So he wasn't talking about Yahweh or nobody like that. He was talking about like people like him, gods and kings and stuff like that. That's what Pharaoh was thinking. Egyptian, because Egypt was the most powerful land on earth back then, Egypt. So wealthy, Egypt. So anyway, he asked, he gave Joseph a ring, a gold ring. He took his ring off and put it on Joseph. He gave Joseph a robe. But now remember, Joseph had got his robe from his father. So he already had been robed. So just keep that in mind, because I want you, when I finish, I want you to tell me who was the covenant for, Jacob or Joseph. Okay? So anyway, Jacob, he was put over everything he did, everything he touched turned to gold. He was blessed. He was a blessed man. And when Pharaoh turned over his house and his business and everything, he was like second in command. He had chariots, like the second chariot behind the king and all this here, and he had chauffeurs and everything, and the ring, the gold ring. And when he did that to Joseph, he was 30 years old. And on top of that, he gave Joseph a wife that was a pagan wife that believed in a pagan god and all that. So she was not a woman of Joseph, a Hebrew woman like Joseph, where he come from. He was she was pagan god, a pagan, wrong god, wrong house, like that. Wrong robe, wrong ring, and a wrong father. Because he was Hebrew. He came from Canaan, the land. And so, anyway, Joseph, he had all this right here. So, he was so smart, he went all around. And he laid down the rules and put the wheat and all this and all the goods up, and he was filling up the houses, and everybody had a plenty. Everybody had a plenty. So he worked, he did everything, and by this time he had 2 sons. 2 sons were born. And so after a while, the famine hit, the 7 years. And so it hit down there in Canaan. And Jacob and all that crew down there, all the sons and all the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren, they was going to go hungry. They were going hungry. And so the daddy told them to go to Egypt and to see about getting them something to eat. And so when they went down there, now from off afar, Joseph saw his brothers. Now mind you, now he was 30 years old by now. And he was 30 years old when Pharaoh turned over all his household and all the power to him. So he probably was a little bit older They didn't know him. He knew them. So what he did was he hid back and he was watching them. He said, they're my brothers. But what he did not see was his brother Benjamin. Benjamin was his whole brother from Jacob, from his favorite wife. And Jacob never was too proud to tell how much he loved that woman. And so anyway, yeah. So they found, he saw him from Mount Edessa, but he did not, what he did, he got an interpreter to speak their language. He knew how to speak their language, but he got an interpreter to go over there to ask them where they were from, get all the scoop on them. But the thing of it was, he didn't see his brother Benjamin. So he got all the scoop on them through an interpreter. And so he slipped off and he cried. He was so happy to see them. Now, mind you now, they wanted him dead and they plotted to kill him. Just so happened they sold him into slavery. But they told the daddy think he was murdered by some beast or some murderers. Because they brought him back this robe all full of blood. His favorite son. Him and Benjamin. Oh my goodness. And so Joseph, he was filling their stuff up. He still didn't give in to them that he knew them. He still didn't give in. He just let the interpreter talk. And he was filling up, was telling them to fill up this and give them this and give them 10 of this and all of this right here. So they went on and after a while, they went on back to Canaan. And and the daddy was so happy that they had all this stuff. But the thing of it was, he didn't see Benjamin because the daddy had kept Benjamin home. He wasn't going to let Benjamin go. So Joseph wanted to see Benjamin. And he knew that Benjamin was home because look at all these little cotton things. I'm sitting out on the patio. And I'm in Anchorage, Alaska, and it's like cotton. It's like snow, but it's not snowing. But anyway, he didn't see his brother Benjamin. But he found out that Benjamin was at home with the dad. The dad wouldn't let Benjamin go now. Remember, he had lost Jacob. He thinking Jacob was dead. Joseph was dead. And he wasn't going to chance Benjamin. But, honey, after that, Benjamin, listen at that truck out there. So, anyway, Benjamin was home with his dad. But after a while, Joseph had found out that Benjamin was home with his dad, that his dad was all right. He was old, but he was all right, still living. And all the generation, everybody was all right back at home. So, and all of them had children and stuff, all them brothers. And they told, so Joseph finally called the brothers in there and he started speaking their language. And they was scared to death. They didn't know what to do. And he said, I'm your brother. I'm your brother. I'm the one that, not then. He didn't tell them then. They went on back. But he told them that you got to come back and tell your daddy to send Benjamin. That's the only way. Oh, yeah, that's the only way you're going to get some food. That's how he got his brother back. So they went back to Canaan to get Joe to get Benjamin. Can you imagine? They went back there to get Benjamin. Oh, can you imagine? You done lost one son, your favorite children, and when they got back and said, "Well, Dad, we could get some food under one circumstance of what? We got the He said he want Benjamin. He want all. We told him that he kept on asking us. We didn't offer these questions. He kept asking. See, he knew that it was Benjamin. He knew that Benjamin, that he got it out of him. But then he said, he kept asking all these questions. We didn't volunteer none. He just kept on asking till we said, yeah, we had a brother home named Benjamin. Honey. So they made, some of them went and some of them stayed. So the rest of them went on. I told them to bring back Benjamin. Oh, Lord, when he got back there and they told their daddy he want Benjamin, oh, can you imagine what the daddy did? What Jacob did? Jacob almost, he lost it. Oh, no, you ain't get my boy. One was enough. Oh, he went off. Because he had said, I want to die in grief. I want to just die. He loved Joseph so much. I want to die. Not Benjamin, not Benjamin. All righty. Then after Benjamin, the daddy got there. He said, well, Dad, we need something to eat. It was the whole generation of them, the grandchildren, the great-grand. The nation was starving, was in famine. And the only way we can feed the nation is for us to go back with Benjamin. So the dad said, it broke his heart, and he said, okay, take Benjamin back. So when they got back, and when Joseph laid his eyes on Benjamin, it was all over, y'all. He didn't care if who all heard him. He was so glad to see his brother Benjamin. It was a family reunion then, baby. It was on. It was on. They cried. They hugged. It was Benjamin and Jacob, two whole brothers. They was just hugging. And after a while, Joseph started speaking in his own Hebrew tongue and everything. He even gave his children, his two sons, Hebrew names. But anyway, he didn't care if they did know he was a Hebrew, because he was in second in command. He had done all that for Pharaoh, and Pharaoh and them was bowing down and know he had God in him, and they feared him. Honey, they was unbelievable until when he told his brother, he said, I'm your brother. I'm the one that you sold me into slavery. You didn't come back to see how I was doing. You ain't trying to find me or nothing. You wanted me dead because I dreamed. And Pharaoh believed me, and they bowed down to me because of my dream. So he told them everything, and he said that I'm the reason for this. I did this. I do this. I do that. Oh, my goodness. It was something else. And they were trembling in their boots. They was actually trembling in their boots when Joseph told them that was their brother. They didn't know what he was going to kill them or what. And so what Joseph did, he told everybody to get this and all this food and all these supplies and stuff like that, to take with them. But some of them, they didn't take Benjamin. He left Benjamin back there and maybe one or two more with him. But Benjamin, I know Benjamin stayed, but how he got Benjamin stayed, he had hid a gold cup in Benjamin's bag, right when they was getting ready to leave. Then he sent the guards out, told them, go get them men and bring them back, because somebody done stole something out this house. And so they took off and got them, and they were scared, and they brought them back. And then so they was just so, I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing, And they know they didn't get nothing. And they said, you gave us plenty. And they was going in their bags, and they saw where Joseph had had put so much of stuff. He said, we got stuff that we didn't know we had in these bags, but we didn't do this, you know. And so then when they went to Benjamin, that was what they were looking for. They say, keep him, you know. So that's how they got Benjamin. But they knew that that was their brother. But anyway, they said that, now you go back and bring my father. What he was doing, y'all, he was going back to bring the nation Canaan to Egypt. Yes. Now you tell me, look at that. It was meant to be the seed of Jacob. All them grandchildren, sons, and their children, generations, seed and land, because of his seed that was Jacob's. Okay, I was just going to say something else to let you know where I'm going with this about the seed and what it was meant for. So we thinking it's just looking at Joseph. No, honey. Okay, now stay right there. Joseph was sent there. He went through all of that. He was not going to be killed. That was not written for Joseph to be killed. Joseph was in Egypt, the richest part, most powerful part of the land, and second in command. And he was over the house of Pharaoh. And he had the king's gold and robes and stuff. They weren't finna let Joseph go nowhere. Joseph told them to go back and bring his family, his father back. All right. Them boys had to go back when they showed up there to their house without... I know that poor dad almost had a heart attack. Can you imagine? They showing up without your baby, and then you didn't say, oh, no, I can't send him. And you finally let him go, and then they show up. Where Benjamin? Where Benjamin? Okay, then they had to confess. See? They had to confess. Father, Benjamin, Joseph is not dead. Benjamin is with our brother Joseph. Can you imagine? Probably his mouth was wide open. And he said, probably said, what? I'm just saying that, you know. What do you mean? And then they had to tell him the truth. Tell the father the truth. But when it was written, that story looked like it's about Joseph. But if you go, don't just start at like the 40th chapter, 41st chapter of Genesis. Go back to when Jacob was born, and you can see where the covenant lied. It lied with Jacob, the father. His whole generation was brought to the most wealthiest nation through his seed, which was Joseph. Just happened to be Joseph. Yeah, Joseph was a dreamer and everything. And he interpreted and everything he said was true. And he never took the credit. He would say, like, the God in me. And he was talking about the God, a God of Abraham, like that. Now, if you think that, I want you to read that over again. And then I want you to think about Jesus. Jesus was sent by his Father for our purpose to save us as a whole generation for the new Jerusalem. It was Jesus Christ. Blood. The suffering of Jesus Christ. But it was God. We cannot take our eyes off God. Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh, that. But Jesus Christ was sent. So, therefore, now you guys, I want you to press the like button, share it with a friend, and leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about where the covenant, because it was the generation of Jacob and not Joseph. You know how Genesis, the generation, it was the generation of Jacob, not Joseph. And that was his whole generation was meant to be in Egypt through Joseph because of Jacob. He was the seed bearer. Yeah. So now, if I'm not saying, I don't want to jump off the surface, but wasn't Jacob a twin? But anyway, I have to go back, but I think Jacob was, but anyway, you go back to that, and you'll see where the covenant lies with Jacob. That's where I got it from. And it was the covenant of Jacob and not Joseph. So, like that, no, I didn't want to spoil your favorite biblical story about Joseph, but I'm here to tell you, it don't look like it was the covenant lied with Joseph, honey. It was Jacob. Yeah. Now, if you think something different, I want you to put down in the comment section what you feel about this story. And we're going to have some more stories. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to be talking back and forth. If you have a story, you know, we're going to really have a good time in the Christian's Corner. Now, and another thing, if you have a prayer that you want, because we all in one faith, one belief, and we stand in the gap for each other, one and another. Love one another. Pray for one another. Drop in the comment if you need prayer. Okay? And you can go to, I'm going to put my website in the description box. And it has a phone number in there too. You can call that phone number for but the reason why I say put it in the comment, the prayer, is because we're all in this together. And your brothers and sisters can read the comments. Yes. That's why I said that. Put it in the comment section. Because you just won't have me intercessory. You'll have all your brothers and sisters that will scroll by there and read that you need prayer. You don't have to get, tell us all your business or whatever. But that's up to you, But I'm Joanna, and this is the Christian Corner, you guys. And you are my first viewers, and this is the first video in the Christian's Corner. Okay, I love you guys. God bless. And then you read, you go back, and if I was you, I'd start from like Genesis 37, and then read Genesis to 41. And going on down to 7 and see. And you let me know. Okay? You let me know who the covenant was. Jacob or Joseph. Okay? This is Joanna saying bye-bye. I love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. You'll be my first subscriber. Bye-bye. Love you guys. God bless.